Fall season is here. It is the fashion girlies time to shine, and you've been asking me, JB, what is in your fall wardrobe? What recent purchases have you personally been making? So that's what I'm sharing today because I have found some amazing pieces for the season, and we've just begun because there are definitely a couple things in the cart and on the way here as well. So I'm so excited to share with you these amazing pieces that work not just for today, not just for the season, but season after season. Because if you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former sustainable materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, helping you find not just what's gonna look good, cause baby, you're gonna see that we are going to be looking good, but what's going to feel good. And a huge part of feeling good is picking the right pieces that are made well, that fit well, that sit well, that just give you that confidence that you are looking for. Because that's really what's missing from a lot of the fits, is that confidence in the pieces that you're wearing. So starting out strong, this gorgeous cozy sweater dress, here it is on the side from Asos. Look, now if you saw my Zara try on like a month ago, you saw me try on a similar dress to this, and what did I tell you then? This was the dress I was eyeing up, and I patiently waited for Asos to have one of their notorious like 20% off site-wide and got this baby on sale. It is so soft, and you see how well it is fitting. I got my true size, which is a size 6. Now I will say, big booty girlies, come here. You might have to size up because I like to think I'm pretty well endowed. I like to think, I put the P in personality, but some of y'all put the P and popping, okay? And so if that is your body shape, this is going to slide up just a little bit. It's gonna make a run for it just a little bit. There's polyester and there's some elastane in this. So that's gonna help you retain its shape. However, that stretch, while it is our friend, also works against us sometimes when it comes to these kinds of dresses. So keep that in mind. If you are not somebody who likes to tug and pull down your dress, consider sizing up. I have a size small, which is a 6'8" in the UK sizing. I feel like this fits me absolutely perfectly, right? But I could size up if I was a little nervous, just a little nervous about the dress riding up, because the nice thing about dresses like this, I talk about often, if there is not ruching, I love a good tie front detail because food baby wear, bloating wear, like these kinds of dresses make it so easy to wear something that is fitted without feeling self-conscious, which I know sometimes it can happen even to the best of us. Like you might just have an off day, but this dress will make you feel sexy, snatched, and elevated. And I love this for a lot of different occasions. Like personally for me, I would definitely wear this for a cute date, right? Headed to lunch, meeting up with the girls with some knee-high boots as you're seeing here. I also feel like this will be great for a night out as well. Throw on some cute little ankle boots, get low on the dance floor, because a good DJ set is going to get JB out of the house and moving her body. So this dress honestly is so perfect for the price point, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Next up, even more fun fall dresses. These ones are from Sandro. So first is this gorgeous, it's this thick knit material, which is really, really gorgeous. It's like cross knit style. And as you can see, there is texture, which I love, but the piece de resistance, the fringe as you are seeing, it's so fun, so playful, and this makes this dress an elevated basic to me, right? Like instead of reaching for just like a simple bodycon dress, I'm reaching for this, right? This gives that little bit of just something cute, and I love this styled up with some knee-high boots, like some over-the-knee boots like this. Super simple, super easy. Then you could layer it with like a fun trench coat or layer with even like a crop jacket if you want to show some body. And if you really feel like the thigh-high boots are not for you, totally understand. A good pair of like knee-high boots or a good pair of sandal heels while the weather is still decent, and then a thicker jacket, you're gonna look absolutely amazing. I love this dress, even like paired down with sneakers. I see this being worn like early fall into late fall. Running errands, looking really, really cool, but then dressing this up, depending on your 9 to 5, you may not be able to get away with this. I feel like with the right blazer situation layered over it, this could look really, really fun, and having the fringe coming out of the bottom of your blazer, like a cute little blazer dress situation, right? I be thinking about that because again, I'm not spending my money on pieces that, one, I'm only gonna wear once. So like if that's you, just go ahead and scroll away. That's not what we do here. But two, I like to make sure I can wear these pieces for different occasions as well. And a dress like this is gonna be very, very perfect going into the fall. You just need something easy but elevated. I cannot say enough good things. In terms of sizing, I got a size 6, which is my usual size. As you can see, it's snug and fitted, but does not rise up at all. I also am very confident if you are a bigger booty girly, getting your true size in this, you will be okay. This material, because it's a little bit thicker, will have more weight to it. Unlike the Asos dress, because it's a little bit thinner of a knit, it has a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more mobility, can move around a little bit more. It's basically what that means. So when you have like materials that feel like thick and feel heavy, that weight helps to keep the pieces down, unlike materials that are just like thinner and things like that. So keep that in mind. A little sneaky trick from your sustainable materials bestie, just to keep in mind, if you are always struggling with like pulling your pieces down, you might need to get thicker materials to help them stay down. Another gorgeous Sandro find through the mile, hold up, because what really sets off this dress, the diamante fringe combo. That's where I'm living. And I've had so many like speaking engagements recently, and also just it's event season, the holidays are here, okay, baby? We need to be dressed up for all the things. We have the tree lightings, we have the work parties, we have sneak previews and holiday shopping events, things like that. So I love this dress as something so easy to throw on. And again, similar to the other Sandro dress that I got, this I can easily layer a bunch of different ways to create whole new looks, right? A cropped blazer is gonna look so fun over this. Also a regular blazer, the longer Zara blazer. Ooh, the Zara blazer layered over this. Oh yeah, I'm already seeing how that's gonna be a moment. And then of course, the dress just by itself as well is gonna be amazing, especially for special occasions. Say that you have like a New Year's Eve party, this would be absolutely great. Plus, as a wedding guest outfit as well, right? This is just one of those dresses that's gonna work for so many different special occasions that I don't mind spending a little bit more money, knowing that each and every time I pull this dress out, you see I'm looking amazing, I'm feeling amazing, and it's going to do what it needs to do, turn the heads and look immaculate. Another recent addition, if you saw my jackets video, this part of the video is sponsored by Fashion Nova. Thank you so much. I got this really fun green fur jacket. Here's what it looks like on style with, of course, the Fashion Nova leather pants. How much of a moment is this? Like, how much of a moment is this? Like, this to me is definitely like a Midwestern, almost Detroit girly type jacket. Like a good fur moment and a colorful fur. Like, that's one thing I have loved about the Detroit girlies. They have been getting me out of my comfort zone in some ways and inspiring me to try some new things, and they were not wrong, because this has gotten me stopped left, right, and sideways. And I love a good elevated jacket like this in a fun color that is still timeless. Timeless, hear me out. And what I mean by timeless isn't like this is a color I wear every year, right? So that's what I'm always keeping in mind when I'm shopping for color, right? Like, I'm not really that concerned with the trending color of the year unless it's something I personally already like to wear. Like, the banana yellow looked cute on everyone else but me, right? The baby blues, again, really cute, but just not something I had reached for. However, green and me, we go together real bad. So this was so fun because I honestly wasn't sure they were gonna like match, but they pretty much matched. Like, I accidentally made a cool matching set out of this. And that's what I love to look forward to, and the reason I'm very picky about the colors, and I try to pick the same shade in my pieces for this reason, because I love a good monochrome look, and I don't want to have to stress about like the colors feeling just off or not right or not really matching together. So I kind of stick to like 1 or 2 shades of green that I know work well for the winter, and then same for like the summer, 1 or 2 shades of green that work really well for the summer, so I can easily mix and match all the green pieces and look amazing. In terms of sizing, I have this on in a size medium. I will say for Fashion Nova jackets specifically, I have felt that I like to size up from my normal size, and especially for winter too. The other thing is layering. I'm gonna wanna put a little sweater on underneath. I'm gonna wanna put a little thicker layer because it's cold. It's getting cold, and I don't like to be cold. So I like to always keep that in mind too as I'm getting jackets, is how I plan to layer them. So going up a size was definitely the right call when it came to this jacket. And as you can see, this look is so great. I actually wore this to grab coffee with a client. We were walking through a process of like how to actually create content, what that workflow actually looks like in person, because I think a lot of people forget that I do offer in-person consultations to help with this side of stuff, because it can be kind of like, how do I get this workflow? Where should the camera be? What angles? And then chopping it all together. So this was a very hands-on session where we were able to like be cute. We sourced a couple of ideas. I showed her how to get a couple of angles and how we can make a couple of videos out of a quick hour coffee session. So she had plenty of content to get her through the week. So that was really fun. I also feel like too, for just like a cooler event, right? Like I have a holiday party with the Christmas tree lighting at JoJo's Shake Bar. So I feel like this also could be really fun as like a more city style, casual, like holiday outfit as well. So Fashion Nova definitely came through both with the pants, because the pants I'm wearing in a size medium and I love them so much. I'm actually looking at the burgundy color they have, because we'll get into that in a second. Because I messed up with one of the purchases, but we'll talk about it in a moment. Though this piece is not for fall, I really wanted to share it. I scored this really fun Moschino netted top at a vintage pop-up here in Detroit. One of my friends put me on. This woman hosts amazing thrifting events like once a month, and she just has so many cool pieces. Like, she had a lot of different designer in there: Fendi, Moschino, Fuji. I mean, she had it all. So I was really, really excited because you may remember my Zara top that I literally wear left, right, down, and sideways. So I was really looking for something fun and something similar for the summer season. Honestly, this could be really cool for the fall, like layered in a certain way. I just haven't actually workshopped that through yet. But this, like I said, such a solid find. I think I got this for like 50 bucks. Honestly, a steal to me. So that is one thing I have really been diving back into a little bit more as we go into the fall, is like some good estate sales and some good thrift sales, because the finds, they're starting to turn around here in the D. Like, I used to kind of struggle to find some good thrift finds, but now the girlies are coming with the things. They're coming with the things. From Target, I actually picked up two things. We're gonna start with the fail, which was these burgundy pants. Okay, look, you saw me try them on in the store. They do fit really, really well. Here's what they look like. The problem is just they're not what I want. And that's something I wanted to make sure that I started to share in these videos, is like deciding, yeah, it might look good, but this isn't actually the piece that I'm looking for. Because having that discernment and just being really honest with yourself, that saves you from a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted energy. Like, so often, I used to do this all the time, like, just get a placeholder piece. Like, my mom definitely raised me like, oh, just get something that works for now until you find the perfect piece. But the problem is then that like not so perfect piece just is taking up space in my closet. I never really wear it, and then eventually it just, I have to figure out something to do with it. I'm so picky when it comes to my pieces, and what I really envisioned was kind of just like some more dramatic, like a little bit more wider leg burgundy pants. So that's why I'm eyeing up the ones from Fashion Nova, because they are nice and wide. They're gonna give me that drama that I'm looking for and the length I'm looking for. I feel like these, once I put the heels on and like tried to get the outfit, it just wasn't giving in practice. And that's something I really urge you to be honest about yourself. Is a lot of pieces, they look good in theory, right? Like, they given what they need to give, like in the fitting room, the theory was there. The theory was there. The application though, the practice, the game, when it came to game time, crumbled, just crumbled. They are really, really great. They just are not the right style for what I'm looking for. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and return them. But the thing I was shooketh by from Target that I was not expecting, I did get the shorty shorts, the micro trench shorts. These are a size medium. Here's how I styled them. Like, at first I wasn't sure. Because I will say that I don't really feel the need to be like naked a lot. And I don't know how else to say that. Like, unless I'm on vacation, you know what I mean? If I'm outside on like a regular day, I want a good level of coverage. Like, people's parents are out, people's kids are out. I still have that. It's not even like respectability in terms of like, oh, I'm better than you. And like, that's not even what it is. It's just like, I don't want to attract that attention. There's just certain times I don't want to attract attention from people. Like, I don't need somebody kid going, and I don't need somebody like old grandpa talking about, hey, little young thing. Like, there's just time and place is really what I would say when it comes to like how much skin I'm about to show, right? Like, if we're going out in the evening time, okay, like, yes, a little cheeketh can quake, because I know it's all adults in the room. It's nobody's children. And usually it's not anybody like, you know, somebody's grandfather, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's people my age. So that I feel more comfortable with than like, I'm not sure who I'm about to see and be, you know what I mean? Like, that's really where I come in. It's not even like a self-conscious thing. It just feels like how I was raised, again, being very Midwest. Keep that in mind. Like, I'm very Midwest. So don't feel like that's a knock at anybody who has their body out. I'm just Midwest, okay? Like, so that's still new to me. And this was a really, really fun, like, first step that I was like, oh, no, okay. Because a lot of times when it comes to style, you won't really know until you try it. And that message was really solidified with these short shorts, because I loved it. I paired it with these tights that I got from Fashion Nova. Don't recommend them. I don't. They literally ripped as I tried to get them on my thighs. And I don't even have that thick of thighs. Like, I know I got some thighs. Don't get me wrong. I know I got some nice, strong, you know, some thighs. But I'm not thick. So these being one size, I was so unimpressed. They literally ripped me trying to get them on. And in half the video and half the pictures, you can see, like, you may not notice, but I have my hand really specially placed so you can't see the big rip right up. So I'm really upset because I loved the idea of the cute little love detailing in the tights because I don't like boring tights. I really am not a tights fan in general, which was the other reason I was on the fence with the micro shorts trend. But this came out so cute paired with the H&M like see-through top I've had for like 4 years. So good. The Vici collection jacket that you heard me talk about in my like favorite jackets. Giving burgundy baddie with the Brandon Black look. It did what it needed to do. And I'm actually really excited because I do love the idea of like, I've talked about getting some more like thicker sweaters. I've been eyeing up these Source Unknown ones for entirely too long. I'm pretty sure like around Christmas, I'm gonna go ahead and buy like 1 or 2. I do imagine like a nice black one, right? Like almost oversized and like semi-tucked into the shorts with another really fun jacket, right? I think that's really how I see the micro shorts trend. I really love the idea of just like, yeah, you can tell I'm wearing something short, but I'm always gonna make sure there's like a longer jacket or a longer piece to have that coverage. So it's more of a tease, right? Just a little tease, just a little taste. Anyway, like just a little taste. I feel like that's the fine line I always kind of danced. Even when I worked at like my corporate job, it's like, okay, like what's just the edge I can push? I don't need to go all the way off the cliff, all right? I don't need to go all the way off like body outside, all the way. I don't need to do that. But I do like to dip a toe sometimes in a little more risque things because it is playful and it is fun. And I think I know a lot for me is like, I just wasn't exposed to these kinds of things as a kid. So it's not normal for me. And that's what I'm getting used to still is like normalizing certain styles and certain things so that it's not uncomfortable. And I talked about that in my video on like how I overcame being self-conscious about having small yitties was just kind of like that exposure therapy. So a lot of times I will buy some things knowing that like eventually that's the place I want to get to with my style and with myself. And then I do have to force myself just a little bit to get used to that and practice it. Like, hey, I said I want to be a baddie, so I can't be wearing sweats to the coffee shop if I say I want to dress up and be a baddie and be that. And that just took some practice and took some time. So now I do feel more confident wearing shorts and things like this out and about. It really just is a matter of what feels true to my style versus just copying and pasting everything that's kind of like been seen and done out there. You know what I mean? And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, Jordan, we are shopping at a lot of the same places. I'm not even kind of seeing these pieces. If you feel like that's you, go ahead and sign up to my email list or follow me on Like to Know It. That's where I share a lot of my roundups first because I get it. Sometimes the pieces look unassuming, sometimes the models just aren't doing them justice, and sometimes you just might be in a hurry, really not looking that deep, and I be having time. And also I'm looking at these from like my background of like, I want quality, like what's worth spending money based on how it's made, what it's made of, like is this gonna last? So if you're loving the pieces that I find and you want to be the first one to see them, go ahead and sign up to my email list or follow me on Like to Know It. From H&M, I'm so sick because y'all remember when I tried on this skirt? This skirt, I had the medium on and it was like, the medium looked amazing, immaculate. So I'm like, okay, if I find a small, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna try it. And I really did style it. Like this is how I ended up styling the size small. I'm fighting for my life in this thing. And I'm so irritated because I don't know how from like the small to the medium, it's such a huge difference. Like there's just something about how much less space there is in the waist at the small. It's riding up like every chance it gets. It's like, hey baby, we giving a peep show. Hey, she thangin' back here. Hey yo, she, like I feel like it's shouting at people as it rises up to let them know that like my wagon coming out the back. So I'm really sad because that's something I have struggled to accept. But the truth is like, if I'm struggling with a piece, I know myself, I'm not gonna wear it. And unfortunately the medium now is sold out. So it's like, I missed my chance to get that and get that tailored, hoping that the small was gonna be the fix, but this is gonna have to go back. And I'm so sad because the concept is cute. Again, like I love the burgundy skirt. I love the idea of just like a huge cozy sweater. Like clearly you see where my mind is at this fall. Like if it's not a cool jacket and some cool jeans, it's like the coolest sweater and some kind of like bottom, right? That's where my mind is this season. And I was really hoping to have more burgundy moments again with like the holidays coming up. This could be such a cute base for like a casual outfit. I couldn't get the sizing together for me, and that happens a lot too. So I wanted to make sure I was like sharing that as well as I do some of these like new ins, because I always share like, here's everything that worked, but baby, there were definitely a lot of L's in the process to find what works to reassure you. Like I said, I found a lot of amazing things, just not everything worked out entirely for me, which is totally okay. You already know my philosophy. Like I would rather something back because it didn't work than like keep it in my closet and pray and try and force something. I have just found that when the pieces not just look good but feel good, and not just like the material, but actually just feel good to wear, I'm not fussing, I'm not having to do all this, I wear it more often. I'm so excited to get dressed and I love what's in my closet. So I hope you found this helpful. In fact, if you did, I know you're gonna love my entire playlist with my new wins and my try-ons. Get a better look at what's out there, what I'm seeing in real time, plus how it fits and the sizing and the things that I'm keeping in mind before I buy. But before you head over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a video if you like fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and my general vibe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over there.